Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. Today is an extremely bullish day for Bitcoin. We've got a couple of announcements here of some huge institutional interest, and even though you might be saying, Dusty, XRP and the XRP price are not going that amazing. And Dusty, we just got some negative news for the XRP lawsuit. What's going on? Don't mind all of that. The fundamentals right now for Bitcoin are insanely strong. And even though we got rejected at the 200 EMA again, I still believe we have a way higher chance to break out to the upside and continue the movement that was started 2 days ago than turning around. But again, don't feel certain just quite yet. We're not in the clear. We still have a little bit to go, and we still want to get away from this death cross in the Bitcoin price, which once more is the yellow line going below the 200. But as of this point, okay, things are looking really good. Now, having said that, if you are enjoying these daily crypto videos, or even if it's your first time tuning in, make sure you press that subscribe button. I noticed at least 60% of the people watching these videos are not subscribed, and I think it's worth it if you want to be notified every single time something happens. Having said that, also make sure you press the like button if you're watching, and let's dive right in. Microstrategy files for sale of $1 billion in stocks to purchase more Bitcoin. This by far is the most trendy announcement of today, the most important piece of news you'll find today, because Microstrategy right now is being looked at like crazy, all right? And whatever they're doing here has a ton of influence on the crypto market. Microstrategy, a business intelligence firm that has been making headlines in the crypto and blockchain space for its huge purchases of Bitcoin, has filed a registration settlement, S3, to the US SEC to sell off up to $1 billion of its company's stock. According to the SEC filing, proceeds from the offering will be pooled as a resource for general corporate purposes, including the acquisition of Bitcoin. And according to the SEC filing, we just read that. News of the filing follows MicroStrategy's recent announcement, this is like 2 days ago or yesterday, that it has completed a private offering sale wherein an estimated $488 million of the private offering sales proceeds will be allocated for the purchase of more Bitcoin. The sale involved 6.125% senior secured notes due by 2028. And again, so they just bought, or at least they're going to buy freaking, $400 million worth of Bitcoin. Now get another announcement they want to sell $1 billion worth of stock to, for a certain part, also buy more Bitcoin. This is not a joke. This is not a small thing, all right? This is huge. This is huge. I mean, I thought when they announced this 500 million-ish little private offering that it was a big deal, but now another $1 billion worth. These guys are going heavy at it, and make sure you understand, all right? If they're doing that, a lot of other people are getting involved in Bitcoin like that, all right? Through them and because of all of this. As Michael Saylor keeps adding more, people will hold. As I've said before, as long as he has it, a lot of people will be holding their coins, and I don't think they're going to sell it anytime soon either. I mean, if you were to be a guy who now is buying in bulk, has an average price of, let's say, $22,000 and wants to sell it all at 40, 55, whatever, would be bad, right? But I don't think this guy wants to sell it anytime soon, and he wants to become a centi-billionaire, maybe, something crazy like that with all the money he has in crypto. Now, Schiff actually replied to this, funny enough, and he said, "You already have more than enough Bitcoin," which, of course, got a lot of criticism as, well, you can definitely debate about that. I would personally say you can never have too much Bitcoin. Then again, let's quickly see. After Michael Saylor said his company would raise another $1 billion to buy more Bitcoin, Schiff called him truly insane. And I mean, we gotta hand it to him, all right? He is an insane man. If you are getting so much debt to just keep buying more and more Bitcoin, you, to a certain degree, are either very rational or very crazy. There's no in between, all right? And Michael Saylor again announced it a little bit earlier, saying, MicroStrategy launches at the market securities offering for flexibility to sell up to $1 billion of its Class A common stock over time. Again, that's announced. And then Schiff said, "You're truly insane. If Bitcoin really will be as successful as you claim, MicroStrategy already holds more than enough to make all your shareholders rich. Your actions don't match your words. These are acts of desperation to keep Bitcoin from crashing by buying as much as you can." And I would say it actually has two parts. I mean, to a certain degree, Him and their company buying more Bitcoin, of course, on its own is bullish because, well, if a company buys $1 billion worth of Bitcoin in a really short amount of time, that might really aid the price. That's one part. But of course, the other part too, where, well, I mean, it's how otherwise can you say it? I mean, it's just really bullish for the company and the shareholders that they're getting even more freaking $1 billion worth, man. And I really like to disagree with Peter Schiff saying you're not insane for, I guess, betting on Bitcoin. However, the question is, when is it enough? And I guess they are thinking you can never get enough. By the way, you might be wondering how this all ties back to XRP, which most likely was in the title somewhere. To be honest, I always like to relate things to back to XRP because that's the main crypto that I'm holding right now. As you guys most likely know, it's one of my biggest holds and I really do enjoy the crypto and I do think the risk to reward is looking amazing, which is again why we have a good part in it. Now, the reason it kind of touches back is because right now this run and the entire Bitcoin market is going to be dependent on Bitcoin, or the entire crypto market is going to be dependent on Bitcoin. Whatever Bitcoin is going to do, all coins are going to follow. And what we notice is that the whole SEC announcement didn't really do too much for Ripple or XRP. It didn't really get the price down or anything like that because, once more, people really don't care about that just quite yet. People are watching this death cross for Bitcoin and they're watching this breakout and the touch of the 200 EMA. That's exactly what is going on right now. And this basically is going to show if we are breaking out to the upside, again, we got the bullish trend going on and continuing further. If we break out to the downside or, again, get another reversal going, kind of a fake out and then move sideways, stuff like that, all that stuff is so important because that's what's going to set the market, I guess, from here on forward. Bitcoin is the one to watch if you are scared or really interested in altcoins right now. If you're interested in altcoins, watch Bitcoin and you'll know soon enough, right? That's exactly what I should tell you right now, and that's exactly what I just said. Altcoins are going to be moving, but mostly following Bitcoin. Right, mostly. Then, of course, if it was just one party adding Bitcoin, I wouldn't get that crazy excited about it. No, it's multiple. Grayscale just adds $2 billion in Bitcoin and other crypto over the weekend. The major crypto hedge funds seem to have purchased another $2 billion in crypto on the dip, while crypto outflows from the company continue. That is interesting. The Grayscale amount of BTC and altcoins rises in price. Investors continue withdrawing funds, and Grayscale about to unlock another 23,000 Bitcoins in GBTC. In a recent tweet, Grayscale Investments spread the word that as of Monday, June 14th, the total amount of crypto managed by its team made up $35.5 billion. On Friday, June 11th, the company shared the total overall assets under management was $33.5. And the thing is, guys, they didn't necessarily buy $2 billion worth. The value of the crypto that they have could have just gone up. Meanwhile, Grayscale keeps seeing outflows from its crypto trust, with the GBTC worth 23,000 Bitcoins to be unlocked later this week. Where again, you can only, if you're in this Grayscale, you can only come in and come out every certain amount of time. And that's also what we're seeing right here. In a couple of days from now, I believe, and later this week, we'll see again people having to make a choice whether they want to stick in or get out. Over the weekend, Barry Silbert's DCG subsidiary Grayscale has added $2 billion to the value of their Bitcoin, Ethereum, Link, Live, PRZ, Cash, Litecoin, etc. Apart from BAT, as per the table shared by the company in a tweet. Bitcoin had recaptured the $40,000 level, and now Bitcoin and other crypto Grayscale holds in its trust are worth more. Even though that is happening, people are withdrawing, is again what they are saying. It's interesting, all right? It's interesting how this withdrawing is going. I mean, I'm not exactly sure how long they had to hold it in for, because to some degree I can understand that just some people might want to get rid of this volatility. Then again, it's not going to really make a difference. It's not really going to make a problem. Ultimately, we all know where this is headed. Then we got a little bit of a thread here. All three-letter motions granted by Judge Netburn on today's case docket are available in our document library. Here you can see 246, 247, and 248. Order granting 217 letter, this is the first one, letter motion for extension of time to complete discovery. The deadline to conduct fact discovery is extended. We saw that before. Then we had order granting 213 letter motion for discovery. The court will issue the individual defendant's letter rogatory. The court will contact the parties directly with information about how to retrieve the signed and sealed letters. And 248, order granting 240 letter motion for discovery. Hereby ordered by Judge Netburn. That's it. Okay, so we don't have too much info on that one just quite yet. I will cover it more in depth later. The SEC letter motion on the 60-day extension of time for discovery, that can be found right here. The Brett Garlinghouse and Chris Larson letter motion on international discovery document can be found right here. And then finally, the Brad Goliath and Chris Larson letter motion on international discovery that was granted by judge can be found here. Okay. So that is what it is about. Is it really disappointing? Is it bad? No. Right, guys, yesterday in the stream we concluded it's not that big of a deal. It's not that bad of a thing. But all right. Let's quickly see what else we had here. The top U.S. portfolio manager at $2 trillion, Amundi, believes a regulatory storm is coming for crypto. He explains why Bitcoin and Ether won't play a bigger role in the financial system in 10 years than they do right now. To be honest, that's a really difficult one. I mean, how popular will Ethereum get? How popular will Bitcoin get? Sometimes I do believe that Bitcoin will actually deteriorate in popularity as other coins will take over, and Ethereum akin, because Ethereum is just not that great in comparison to other technologies which have come out. So from that perspective, well, there's again quite a lot of room for different other cryptos to hop on in and kind of take over, right? And if you look at it from that perspective, well then, yeah, I mean, they don't necessarily have to play a big role. Also, within 10 years, there could be a different world reserve currency. Again, could be. There could be a full CBDC standard, but again, XRP as bridge currencies. There could be so much stuff. All right, there could be so much stuff. It's really hard to say. Now, Polkadot's DOT to debut on Coinbase Pro trading platform tomorrow. Again, I just wanted to quickly mention that this was going on. Coinbase to begin DOT trading on Wednesday. Major crypto exchange Coinbase will list Polkadot on its professional trading platform Coinbase Pro. You guys get it, all right? You guys get it. If at any point one of the new order books does not meet our assessment for a healthy and orderly market, we may keep the book in one state for a longer period of time or suspend trading as per our trading rules. But for right now, it's pulling through as well. If you like DOT, this is a nice thing, and DOT, of course, went up in anticipation of that. I think that was it. For our articles of right now. Just some miscellaneous info, kind of, but a lot of important stuff. Guys, if you are into trading, specifically with leverage, check out Bybit. A link is down below. There's $1,700 worth of bonuses right now and a 12% API and all that type of stuff. I'll leave the proper link in the description down below so you can check it out. And I'll see you guys again in another crypto video later today.